Alright guys, and welcome back to another one of the videos. So this stream is basically we're going to be just talking about, well, for beginners, what resources to go for and what not to go for right when you start off. So first of all, when you start off, when you go through planet to planets, I advise putting down your extractors. So you get two types of extractors. You get your Titan extractors, and you got the Stirling extractors. So I think it's the Titan one's the lower end one, and then the distilling one is the higher one. So obviously, so basically, the distilling one makes the rare ones. You have a higher chance of grabbing them, which is could be very handy for you. Obviously, you get the rarer kind of resources. So as you can see, I've got prime ones here, which I don't think are actually available still at the moment, so don't worry about that. And thank you for I'm the Matt for the follow. So when going through, you don't have to worry about getting ferrite ready to go because they're all common drops. You got, let me just go over to the resources in your foundry. So a lot of resources are pretty common to get through. You got your alloy plate, that's pretty common. You got your nanospores which are pretty common going through. I'd advise looking around for plastids, and then on your D-pad you can, if you could control your up on the D-pad to waypoint it. Or I don't know the button for on PC, but obviously if you waypoint it, you can then help obviously other people. So the other thing you'll get, like for example here, you get field on samples. They're not the actual, obviously field ons obviously, because they're the sample bits. You can then get blueprints to transform into field on, which will be the resource you need, or you can go to the invasions, which will then help you there. Obviously, of course, you could also mine to get those gems and stuff, which then obviously you need to go get the blueprints to make that kind of resource. Going back to the map though, so obviously you go through and of the map as you do going through, and you'll learn pretty quickly. Obviously, there's different resources on each map. Each on each planet. So obviously you got your alloy plate here that is common. You got your circuits, so I say pretty common, but I say they're uncommon, like the polymer bundles. I'd say you want to concentrate looking for more for polymer bundles than getting that stuff. Getting the circuits. Obviously, when I know, for example, you'll need. Obviously, you can't get an extractor down here, but is that going to show me? But the argon crystals, which you will get from the void, I definitely recommend getting them because they're the rare rewards, which I know you'll need a good few right at the beginning. Just thinking of the beginning planets. You've also got Morphix. Where is it? The Mars one, which is Morphic and Gallium, and then what's the other one? There was one more, but I think it's the Neurorods, which is on here. Yeah, Neurorods. They're also they'll come in like the little what do you call it? Like the blue container kind of thing. So are they basically these ones you only get maybe one or two of, but you won't need many of them, so you won't actually need to get tons and tons and tons of them, so you won't have to worry about them. So common drops. I'm just trying to think here. What else? Just getting an example because I need to think. Think. So no, yeah, no, and that'll be the same with neurosensors like the gallium and stuff. You got the nitrogen extract. They come from the nightwave credits, as it says, which helps with the location that are done from. They've added on to which helps you because when I first started, they didn't actually have that up, so this is actually handy for you. Tellurium, I recommend having a good old farm for that because I know going from the beginning to now, there's a good number of stuff that's going to need that. I'm just trying to think. Oxium, it says obviously location for that, but you have to destroy the actual Oxium drones, which will only drop if you actually destroy them. But if they impact you, you then won't get anything. So you have got to remember to destroy them instead of them impacting you. I definitely recommend getting Orkin cells. I know there's the blueprint you can get, which I wouldn't recommend getting as a noob because obviously you need a good number of resources for them. But obviously these are all like the common drops, so if need be, I'd say do them. A lot of other resources you get, such as like jade leaf and the other grass stuff down on Earth, as well as Mars and other places. You have to use your scanner, which is very simple to get. I think it's only 500. There you go. Just because it's 500, and you get good 25 charges. Use that, scan them, and they're automatically put as a mission reward. So you just finish, and then that's done. Obviously, I've said about the mining, but you also, obviously, fishing-wise, you also get different fish stuff by going fishing and cutting up the fish, such as obviously the fish meat and such. Obviously, the higher rare fish, obviously you get the rarer stuff. Where was it? I'd also recommend farming the cryotic right from the beginning, because you can get them from the drills on extraction missions, such as on Venus. I think it's this one here. Yeah, excavation. Sorry, not extraction. What am I thinking? Basically, every time you get to 100 done, you get 100 each time, which obviously you just saw from that weapon you need 30k, but I know other stuff uses it as you level up as well, so I'd recommend getting that, start farming that from early on. What else we got here? Ah yes, plastids. Plastids only come in groups of like, I'd say like really low values, like maybe 10 or so around that as a drop, so I definitely keep my eye out for them. If you go past somewhere, definitely grab them, because they can be such a pain. That's gonna be common. What else we got? Obviously said about you making them, so yes, you do the invasion, so you go to get the field done or the electro injectors if you don't want to use the blueprints. I'm just trying to think here. Yeah, salvage is common, hexagon's normally common, and then obviously neurosensors can become a common drop, but come in like single or two or so. Control modules, I'd say I wouldn't worry about them, because you're going to just get tons of them over the course of this, and they'll help you make your sentinels and such. all your other kind of stuff. I said, yeah, definitely get Oricon cells. The neurocells, gallium, organ cells and such, you can get if you face a boss. They'll drop them. Well, you drop. I say drop them. One will drop as a guarantee. So if you need be, just farm bosses, and that can help you out. What else we got? I'm just trying to think here. The actual samples itself of the field dom and stuff like that, you will build up over time quite a lot, and they'll get, you'll get them quite easy. Obviously, you've got in space, you'll get, once you start getting your ship done, you'll get those kinds of resources. Trying to think, you get your tags obviously from hunting down the animals, getting there, and capturing them for either Sun on Deimos. Just trying to think who the other two are, but yeah, you trade the tags in, and then you can get the new mods for the animals, and you can trade for some of the duplex bonds and stuff like that. Let's see. Obviously, you got the new stuff, which you wouldn't be able to access yet for noobs. Just trying to think what would be handy. Farm early on. Especially on Deimos, once you're free roaming. Where are they? I know I'm on the bubble, I can't find the example. You'll find every so often. They're in the gear, 1 second. There you go, you find these down on the plains. What am I about? Find them out in the open area on Deimos. I'd recommend getting these, just because I know there's odds and sods you can get, and they're very easy to pick up. That's the other one. I know they could be used as lures, like such as the other one you can get killing juggernauts. So I couldn't tell you if you went for a run how much percentage you'd get for each one, but I know, like, for example, if you chuck a resource booster on, you're obviously more likely to get tons and tons of alloy plate and ferrite, rubidium with no problems, because obviously they're all common drops. But yeah, at the beginning, I know you're going to need a good number of bundles, so I do recommend checking out Titan Extractor, because if I click on now, you can obviously wait until it's 100% and get it back, and then obviously he'll give you one of these resources. I do say, as you should, if you are going to do this, well, you should do this as you're going through, to keep an eye on the health, because you can keep using your extractors, but once the health goes down to 0, it's destroyed. But if you don't, if you just bring it back and leave it, it will regen over time. So I do recommend you putting that down, bringing it back up if need be. Alright, yeah, so the another rare one here, the I can't even pronounce that. Injury, and horn. You won't have to worry about that straight away because that's obviously with this stuff. Zeraman, which is pretty mid-game content. Let's see, on lure you got the. That's a good point actually. So on lure the survivals, you'll get the lure orbs, which you might have saw in the components. Obviously, you won't be able to access this till later on. From at least you've done the war within, but you get the. There you go. By defeating certain enemies every 5 minutes, which will be handy for you guys, as well as if you go to the Zeraman, you can get the other orbs, which are more common, which I can't find, which is never handy. Your bonds, such as your shelter bonds, training bonds, you'll get from Fortuna by trading in your gear you get from there. So if you go mining and such. The nav cords, you just randomly find them in storage containers, which will be helpful yet to have to find the different keys. There you go. Such as doing the user side of the V1 and the interferon. I think you also need them for the Mirage quest key, which would be right there. See, hidden messages. So I think you also need it for the Sands of Norris as well. Obviously, the other resources from your syndicates drop and can be easily found, which will then get you standing. Just trying to think of other resources. I do recommend, obviously, early on, you won't be as have this kind of stuff, but obviously, soon as you get this kind of stuff, obviously by getting the tags, you can get the resource chance stuff for your beast, which I do recommend getting just to help you increase your resources, credits, and such, and make a build towards actually doing resources. Because obviously now that you knew, from now, obviously these mods are in here, because obviously most of us veterans had to do it the hard way. But obviously having that, getting double resources, like for example, you're getting Argon crystals, you're getting 2, which would be handy. But the only problem with the Argon crystals is when you farm Merly is they decay over time. Every 24 hours one decays. So obviously if you farm 3 one day and then don't have everything you need, the next day it obviously then goes down by 1 and such and so on. Which then I'd say when you farm anything that needs an Argon crystal, farm the Argon crystal last, because obviously that would be the most painful to do, because obviously while you're farming for the other stuff that could decay basically. Well, that's the point. So the wisps you'll find down on the plains at night. They'll be. Actually, no, they are around. Yeah, they are around all hours. Sorry, not just at night. And they'll be hanging about around the lakes. There is a guide online for finding them, which I would personally recommend for beginners because they are a bit iffy to find. What else we got? That's gone over. Obviously, you got you can get blueprints for obviously different stuff, such as such as the Warframe reactors and catalysts. You can get the resource. You can get blueprints for these, and obviously make them, which would be handy for you, obviously for your Warframe weapons. Obviously, as you just saw building, obviously you can get blueprints for former, which will then help you with your weapons. Obviously, you can also buy resources from the actual store itself. Which, some of it I don't recommend, because unless you're paying for like the adapters, you can get formers you can get in a bundle, so I do recommend getting the bundles if it can save you money. But a lot of these resources, there's no point. Like, you pay your 30 and you're only getting 3,000, you can make that easy enough. There's no point actually buying said stuff, so I'll just keep as is. You can't buy argon crystals from this, which I would think is a good idea, but obviously they're decay, so I don't think that's the reason why they don't do it. You can also buy, obviously, the field don and the other two. So you got your field don, the medium mass, and the injector. I would say do the invasions rather than them, because that's a simple 3 missions and you're done. And like, obviously, this one's the LV for the coordinate, but obviously you do your 3 missions, get your pay, done, simple. Alright, I think that is everything I've gone over. I do recommend, obviously, if you do not have your dark sectors, I think there is some resource boosting on some of these. I would keep my eye out for that, so just trying to make sure we're done over everything. Yes, I think that's everything. I know, obviously, you got your endo drops, which obviously you can also get the statues. But I think that is it. So yes, I'm gonna end it there. So thank you so much for watching. Oh, excuse me. If you're on my YouTube channel, please like and subscribe. And I hope to keep seeing you in the next one. I hope you continue to support the stream on Twitch, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.